In 2024, the average person has access to more movies than any human being in history. Not hundreds, not thousands, tens of thousands. Every classic movie, every new release, every genre imaginable. And yet, something strange keeps happening. People open Netflix, scroll for 20 minutes, watch nothing. Think about that for a second. Humanity spent over a century solving the problem of access. Movies used to require effort. You had to leave the house, buy a ticket, rent a DVD, wait for a television schedule. Today, the entire history of cinema lives in your pocket, and somehow we're watching fewer movies. That shouldn't be possible. It's like giving a starving man an unlimited buffet and discovering he's less interested in food than ever. So what happened? Did movies get worse? Did audiences change? Did social media destroy our attention spans? Or is something much stranger happening? Because the more I looked into it, the more I realized this isn't really a story about movies. It's a story about what happens when human attention becomes the most valuable resource on Earth. So what happened? Why are people watching fewer movies despite having more access than ever before? Who's responsible for this? Well, after looking through the evidence, I found several suspects. Each one had a motive, each one had an opportunity, and each one seemed guilty. But by the end of this video, you'll see that the truth is much stranger than I expected. Let's meet our first suspect.
It's the explanation everyone loves. Hollywood ran out of ideas. Everything became sequels, reboots, remakes, spin-offs. Some franchises kept going long after audiences stopped caring. Others were rebooted again, and again, and again. Looking at the evidence, it was hard to disagree. In fact, franchise films generated more than 80% of Hollywood's worldwide box office revenue in 2019. Original movies became increasingly rare. The industry seemed obsessed with playing it safe. So, case closed? Movies got worse? Not exactly. Because great movies are still released every year. And when a truly great movie appears, audiences still show up. Which means this suspect had a motive. But it wasn't acting alone. That's when I noticed something strange. People didn't stop watching content. They just stopped watching movies. Think about it. The average person can spend hours scrolling social media, watching YouTube, playing games, listening to podcasts, watching live streams, binge-watching TV shows. The time is still there. The attention is still there. It's just being spent somewhere else. Movies aren't competing with other movies anymore. They're competing with everything. Every notification, every short video, every game, every app on your phone. Every company fighting for a piece of your attention. And that's when the answer finally clicked. Movies didn't die because of one big mistake. There wasn't a single culprit. Movies got worse in some ways. Social media changed our habits. Streaming created choice overload. Modern life became more distracting. None of these things killed movies on their own. Together, they changed the game. Because attention has become the most valuable resource on Earth, and movies now have to fight for it against thousands of competitors. So the next time you open Netflix, scroll for 20 minutes and watch nothing. Remember, the problem isn't access anymore. We solved that problem years ago. The problem is attention.